In today's episode, we'll be working on my 2005 Toyota Yaris. Today we're going to be showing you how to do an oil change. They're really simple and really easy, but you need a couple of things first. So first of all, you're going to need is an oil filter. Get these from any car parts store or anything like that. Second of all, you're going to need the right oil. All brands are available. We're using 5W30 on this Yaris engine. This is the 1.3 in the French versions and phase 2 model. You'll also need an oil catch pan, jack stands, sockets and a wrench. In some cases the oil filter can be stuck on and this can make it more difficult to remove, but with a few tools that are cheap enough to buy and you'll use them again and again and again and get them off quite easy. Hopefully you won't have that bother today though.
First step is to warm up your engine and then let it cool down. This helps the oil flow out of your sump, which makes it quicker and easier for the oil to drain. Next step is to jack up the car. I wouldn't recommend jacking up your car by the sills or putting a jack stand underneath it, as this can crush your sills quite easily. I done it here because of easiness and quickness. Best places to jack up is your front subframe. Frame rails down the bottom of the car as well is not a great idea, as some cars they can be weak. Make sure you put in an axle stand in case the car falls on top of you. You don't want to get trapped underneath a car.
Okay, so the drain plug is back here and that's just a 14mm socket, so get a 14mm socket on that. And then the oil filter is just up here, and that's really all you need to know. Just take your drain plug out and drain all the oil into a pan, and then obviously take your filter off. So now everything's drained, there's no more drips coming out of the engine or where the oil is, so we're going to reinstall everything. Basically put your plug back in, same way you put it back out. When you're putting the oil filter back on, you want to put a dab of new oil on your finger and just rim it around the seal like that, just so it's nice and lubricated really. And you also want to fill this up with oil, just so it doesn't run as dry and it makes it easier. Just want to hand tighten this, but get it nice and tight, but not too tight. There you go, that's it. Don't put these on with a tool, just hand tighten. Okay, so now we've got everything back on, the nut at the back's nice and tight and the filter's back on. We're going to start putting the oil back into it. Check your service manual to find out how much oil you need. I know roughly in a Toyota Yaris it's around about 3 litres. Okay, so we're just going to put the oil back in now. So take off your engine oil cap, put that somewhere safe that you'll remember where it is. And a Toyota Yaris to take roughly about 3 litres of oil, so I'm going to put in 2 litres of oil and then start checking the dipstick. So I've put in about 2 litres of oil, so I'm going to check the dipstick. Give it a wee clean. Put it back in. So just wait a minute or two just for the oil to get down to the bottom of the engine and then check your oil. As we can see, I might need to get a close up on this. As you can see, we're just at the bottom end of the low oil, so we still need a wee bit of oil in there. It's also a good time right now as well to jump back underneath the car and make sure it's not actually leaking any oil from the plug or the filter that you've just installed back in. So, just a quick look. Shine a light underneath there. That looks good. Smashing. Now you can continue putting your oil in. Okay, so just make sure everything goes back on. You don't want to be driving off without that. And also underneath, check for leaks again just before you go out for a drive. Make sure you clean up all your oil if you've got any oil spillage. Make sure it's off your exhaust and
any hot stuff, make sure you just give it a good clean up. It doesn't matter if you can't get all of it off, just make sure that it's not dripping onto it, because it will cause a fire. Disposing of your oil, you need to take your oil to a recycling centre that will take your oil, so it's always a good idea to do that. Don't go dumping it. Cats don't love it, dogs don't love it, we animals and all that, they don't love it, so make sure it goes to the right place and it gets recycled. That's how to change your oil on a Toyota Yaris 2005 Phase 2. Just want to say a massive thank you to Sean and Archie for lighting and filming. They've done a great job on this video and it really has shown throughout it. And a thank you to you guys also for watching. If it was helpful, please leave a like so other people can find it. And I hope you have a great day, and I hope you get your oil changed as well.